So today we're going to talk about how much you love playing and how much you hate working. In which case you're fired. And this is not the video for you. All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Neil Winteregg, joined as always by Dr. Craig Winteregg. Welcome back. So today we're going to talk about how much you love playing and how much you hate working. In which case you're fired. And this is not the video for you.
That's a good start.
I like it. I just came up with it on the spot here. So we're here to talk about work and play because typically people love playing and hate working. And at least that's what we're told to believe.
Like TGIF, right?
Yeah, TGIF, hump day, the Mondays. I got a case of the Mondays.
Manic Monday.
If anybody who worked for me said anything like that, they really would have a case of the Mondays because they would be sitting on their couch jobless.
Right.
The point is, we are told that working is bad. We are told we're only supposed to work 40 hours a week, which is total and 100% BS. And there is a word for that I'm not allowed to say. The point is, you watch your favorite TV show. Everybody can't wait for the clock to tick over to 5 o'clock so they can rush out and go to the bar and get hammered because that's living life. But the truth of the matter is, that's fun.
Yeah.
Blacking out and not knowing where you are and wasting all of your money is glorious.
Right.
And you should be awarded a medal for it. But working and creating new products, that's the boring stuff.
Servicing people.
Yes.
That's the drudgery of life.
I'm pretty sure Jeff Bezos didn't work very much. I'm pretty sure he just blacked out all the time. And he just lucked into Amazon.
So the idea is that play is considered something that we do for pleasure, and the end result of our play is pleasure, which is awesome. I love to snow ski. We've taken our boat out, I don't know how many hundreds of times. We go to the track with our cars and we have fun, and that's great. But then the real emphasis on the video today is why can work not be fun also? So for me, you have to redefine in your mind what is work. So for me, and the reason I wrote the book, Fun at Work, is my work is pleasurable. My work is something that I do for fun. Matter of fact, I even had somebody ask me 2 weeks ago, what do you do for fun? And I'm like, I work. Because I love
You probably look like an alien to that person.
Oh, I'm sure I did. And I got this, that when the puppy dog kind of goes like this. Yesterday was Sunday, and yesterday afternoon, I spent 2 hours with a brand new customer. And I sat there and said, you know what? This is a blast. And he was enjoying it. I'm giving him some great ideas. He's now a new mentoring client. And I looked at him and said, you know what? I like to golf, but not this much. I would rather be sitting here with you, helping you with your business than on the golf course. And I want you to start to take a look at your definition of work. Now, if you really are in a job and it's drudgery and you hate going in on Monday and, hump day and TGIF, and I know it's socially acceptable to have that viewpoint, but if that really is your reality and you really are that disappointed and upset with your job or your career, then by all means you should change. And one thing that I have been questioned in my career is I have changed and I've always expanded and gone on to the new thing. I mean, when I sold my dental practice, I was working 20 hours a week. I was 30 years old. I had my first Corvette. I was taking vacation whenever I wanted. And I sold that to go off and make less money and work 60 hours a week because it was the next challenge, the next mountain to climb, and it was fun. And so I think it's now time to just do a little reflection. What's your definition of work?
That's right. And I think some really good examples of this. The amount that you work, the amount that you get done really does have an effect on how happy you are in life, which is why they say money can't buy happiness.
Right.
The reason for that is that you can do some very quick Google searching and find that Some of the richest people in the world are people who have never had to work a day in their lives, are the most messed up people you've ever met. Miserable, drugs, dead, overdoses, the whole thing. Because they don't have anything to work towards or work to do.
They have no game.
The exact opposite is the person who's got the case of the Mondays, who hates hump day, who can't wait for Friday, etc. They're probably not doing anything on the weekend with their time either. They're probably sitting around all weekend watching Netflix. And that's the example of what fun is to them. So you've got to look at it from a perspective of there has to be a balance. There's nothing wrong with going out and playing and having fun and, owning a private jet and globetrotting the world, but that gets old if you don't have something to work towards, which is why how many people do we know retired young from dentistry and within a year opened up a new practice?
Yep.
Or retired from one business, started another business within a year or two because they couldn't take sitting around doing nothing.
Neil and I know you remember this, we were in Dallas doing a meeting, and this was a number of years ago, and we're in an office that isn't really in all that nice a part of town. And he was telling us how he had this one practice and he sold it. And as we started to talk to him a little bit more, it's like after he retired in his mid-40s and it nearly divorced him because he was at home, he had no game, he had nothing to do. So he bought a practice that wasn't really anything what he had sold because he was no longer helping people. He was a dentist. It was no fun being retired, etc. So my challenge for you today is to redefine work. And work should be something that you enjoy, where you're servicing a particular customer base and you're helping them and you're innovating. And this is why I wake up many nights at 3 o'clock in the morning with a new idea. My iPad is always next to the nightstand, and I hit the notes and I type in my idea and I roll over and go back to sleep. And then the next day I get to work on the new idea. That is fun. So I challenge you to turn your work into your play.
And just to show you the differences between the two of us, is to me that's not fun. I'm sleeping all night and I'll write down my idea in the morning, but I'm not rolling over with my notepad.
And I do want to make it clear that I'm totally for taking a break, having a breather, going on vacation. But quite honestly, ever since the first day I opened my dental office, I did not like a 1 week vacation.
No,
I was away for too long. I felt like without me working, the business was going backwards. I'm not helping people with emergencies and that kind of thing. And so for me, a better vacation is like a 4-day weekend. And so by the time I built my practice up and had it under control at age 38, I was working Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. So I had a 3-day week. And I was loving everything about dentistry and what I was doing. And so my work really was my play. So you can create your work so it actually is your play.
And you can do that and not be, missing out on life.
Right,
You're
exactly.
going to be enjoying life more than the person who takes 3 weeks off and does nothing with their time. Now, if you're taking a 3-week vacation around the world, like I said, that's different. But if you really have nothing to do in life and so you're just traveling around, it gets boring pretty quickly.
Exactly.
So that's our definition of fun. Don't look at work as being work. Look at work as being play, and still have your playtime and do the things that you do. And that will create a balance that will work out for you. And if you have people around who hate going to work and things like that, just let them go, because it's not going to work out very well.
Exactly.
So that's our advice this week. Hit the subscribe button, like, and leave your comments down below on what you think. And we'll see you next time.